SeatGeek is the easiest way to find the best deals on tickets to pretty much any live event. Concerts, sports, theater, comedy, whatever you want. Download the SeatGeek app today and enter promo code SEATS to save $20 on your first purchase.
Terez, Paylor, Chiefs beat writer for Kansas City Star, and I'm here with the A-team. These are my guys. This is Blair Kerkhoff, this is Sam Mellinger, Olympic Melo, a.k.a.
I'll take it.
Allen Iverson.
I didn't like Coach killing Melo, but I'll take Olympic Melo. I like it.
What about Allen Iverson? How about 01 Iverson?
Got to the finals, right?
That was the best Iverson.
Yeah,
No one Iverson.
I'm giving you credit. Yeah.
That one.
How about Kyrie?
He was practicing then.
How about this? And you don't believe in practice, actually,
Nah.
Sam. You don't come to
One
practice.
take.
Yeah. We've had 11 Chiefs practice. No, 14 if you count the rookie camp. You participated in how many?
2.
That's about right with
Yeah.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Practice.
Me and Kelsey.
We got a great show for you guys today. This is something we're going to try and do weekly. It's our weekly Chiefs show. We're still looking for a name. You know, obviously want to find a way to work corporate in there.
Yes.
Turned against the people.
That would be.
Ideal. And I appreciate you guys going along with that gimmick, even though I know you have no idea what it means.
I got a little idea.
Do you?
NWO, right?
No. See, guys, this is what I'm saying. But I got a good group here. We got a good show for you today. We're going to go over 5 players to watch, plus a bonus in tomorrow's preseason game against the San Francisco 49ers at 8 p.m. at Arrowhead. We're also going to play over-under with some very fun ones, inspired by Blair Kerkhoff. And our observations of Patrick Mahomes, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that.
Is anybody else playing in this game tomorrow night? There's just one
That's all
guy,
I care
right?
about.
He's slinging it and catching it himself, like that Bugs Bunny cartoon. It's like was it baseball Bugs?
Plays all positions.
Shortstop, Bugs Bunny. Left field, Bugs Bunny. Center field, Bugs Bunny. Right field, Bugs Bunny. First base, Bugs Bunny. Catcher, Bugs Bunny. That's what it'd be. Receiver, Pat Mahomes. Left tackle, Pat Mahomes. Fullback, Pat Mahomes. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing, man. I think, obviously, that's a great lead into the first player we've got to watch. It's old number 15. And I got to say, 15's growing on me a little bit. I didn't like it. I thought he should have worn the Gunslinger 7. I thought that was the best number for him. If he couldn't have his number 5. By the way, not sure I'd rule out him getting 5 again.
Right.
If Cairo Santos does not return,
That may be.
he's getting that number 5 again. And Cairo Santos is a free agent after the season. So we all know that the Chiefs have a lot of faith in Dave Tobe to make it work. So I'm just saying. Patrick Mahomes, Sam, Blair, I'm throwing this out to the group. What do you guys want to see?
Everything.
I know, it's going to be fun.
Everything. I mean, I want to see him like the tape that we've watched, including the tape that Cliff Kingsbury was so nice to
Thank you, Cliff.
to provide for us. I want to see him make throws that no other Chiefs quarterback can, and I want to see him make throws that no other Chiefs quarterback would. I want to see him throw deep. I want to see him scramble to the right, and when he's going to the right toward the line of scrimmage, he is incredible.
I know.
Those
Tell
throws
him.
are money.
Tell him.
And then I also want to see him just make some ridiculous throw that just like, what are you doing here, Pat?
I don't think you have to worry about that. He's got that part covered. Blair, tell him.
Well, the first thing I want to see is the Chiefs receive the second half kickoff, because that's when we know we'll see him on the field, right? He's going to play the third quarter, and I want to see that right away. You want to see him go to the right. I want to see him go to the left.
I do too.
Because
Tell him why.
That's why the film that we watched that Guns Up, Cliff Kingsbury was able to provide us. The best throw that he made was that ridiculous throw going to his left and finding his receiver in the end zone from about 40 yards. And that, to me, is what makes him different, is the way he's able to go in both ways, left and right, but throwing against his body, going to his left, and then the ability to find somebody. That's just nobody does that. That's what I want. And you know what? He is going to be going to his right and his left, because this will be his first pro game, and he'll see things he's never seen before. He'll get happy feet. He'll improvise, and we'll see him going in different directions.
Should we tell him about the play he made in practice a few days ago? Or are we saving that?
I think we should save it.
Okay.
I kind of want to write the oral history of this play. It was amazing, by the way. That's it.
Louis Riddick said on ESPN that he's hearing from internally, from inside the Chiefs, that Patrick Mahomes is the real deal. And there's they are through it. I can tell you that is absolutely the case.
For sure.
At the highest levels of how he's come along. So I know there was a bogus rumor out there about, Pat, they missed on Mahomes, which is why Dorsey stop.
That's so stupid.
That is that could not have been further away from the truth. Like, that was an organizational decision to draft him. And it wasn't just Dorsey who liked him.
Right.
Okay? But you really think they're going to take just the concept of the Chiefs taking a quarterback that Andy Reid didn't co-sign on?
Right.
Like, really?
Well,
come on.
Also, the idea of any NFL, like, forget about the Chiefs, any NFL team drafting a guy and then just giving up on him after OTA.
Oh, he's done. Can't do it, Sam.
Our bad.
We're fine.
Except Geno Smith. With the exception of Geno Smith. Other than him. Anyway, there's a lot to love in Mahomes. And he's actually going to be included in our over-under. I encourage you guys to stay tuned. That's going to be fun. Because while he does make ridiculous throws sometimes, he also makes some crazy ones, too. But, I don't know if he was intercepted as much as I thought he was going to be in this camp.
Not until the end.
Not until the end. But even then, like, on the whole, there weren't that many interceptions. I mean, Alex has been picked off a little bit. And I feel like off the dome, they've thrown kind of in the same ballpark number of interceptions. Alex has had some. Peters has got them. Guys have gotten Alex in camp. So even though Alex has had a good camp, too. Another guy I want to see, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's had a very, very strong camp, specifically as it relates to his ability to catch the football, which we think might impact number 35, which none of us would like to see because he's such a great guy.
No, that's right. Although I do think 26, and we talk about him too, might have an impact on 35s. That's C.J. Spiller, but no, Kareem Hunt. It just depends on how you have the three running backs lined up. Spencer Ware, Charkandrick West, Kareem Hunt probably is what the rotation will be when if everybody was healthy going into this first preseason game. Charkandrick's been a little gimpy with was it an ankle with him or
just the ankle.
Yeah. So I don't know how much we'll see him if at all, and I don't know how much you need to because you really want to see Spiller and Kareem Hunt 26 and 27 because I've been impressed with both of those guys up to the last 2 weeks.
Spiller's been really intriguing. Now, we know he had the knee issues over the last few years, which have obviously impacted his effectiveness, and he's been a bit of a journeyman. But now he's finally healthy, and people close to him feel like this was a great spot for him because if he's fully healthy and given this offense, he can kind of replicate some of the things Jamal Charles gave them to a certain degree. And I got to tell you, we've seen Spiller catch I haven't really seen him break off a long running camp, but as a receiver out of the backfield, he's lethal on wheel routes. He'll take it right up that red. There's not a linebacker that can run with him. Yeah. And he can go get it, too. He can go track it. There have been some really pretty throws. So keep an eye on C.J. Spiller, particularly with Tyler Bray.
Well, that was the 98-yard play that he had. I think it was last Saturday or Friday from Mahomes. Dropped it right in there and outraced whoever was chasing him to the end, 98 yards. And it was the play of the day anyway, one of the best plays of the camp. Spiller has become an intriguing possibility.
I agree.
And as you said, it could come at the expense, I think, of 35.
I agree.
Just
wait. Just don't spoil it.
I'm happy.
All right, yeah. This is for the podcast, Sam.
Yeah.
You'll find out what that is in a minute. Shontavious Jones, number 81. I know you've seen us kind of go on and on about him, but I will tell you guys this. Other than Tyreek Hill, who's had the best camp of any Chief, in my opinion, Tyreek Hill's been fantastic. There has not been a receiver on this team that has consistently won on deep routes other than Shontavious Jones, which makes me think he's got a chance to make the roster. They're going to keep 6 receivers. If Tyreek Hill gets hurt, all of a sudden you're looking at a bunch of guys that haven't really stretched the field in practice. Shontavious can do it. I think he might make the team, especially since we now know Dave Tobe likes him.
That's always big, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the really big part when you get to spots, like 40 through 54, right? On the 53-man roster, Dave Tobe has a lot of influence down there. If he thinks that Jones can play, then he's going to play.
And that's why you and I have been paying attention to who runs out there on special teams in practice. Who's out there with the first team punt coverage, first team kickoff, and Jones is a gunner on the punt coverage.
There's one more player. There's one rookie that's been on first string that leads right into our next player to watch. The 5th-round pick this year.
Guy I really like.
You do like him?
I do. Ukeme Eligwe, the linebacker from Georgia Southern, who people forget or didn't realize, he wasn't a starter, but he played a lot for Florida State on their 2013 national championship team as a freshman. So this was a guy who was on a path to be an All-America player at a great program. Got into trouble, had to leave Florida State, ended up at Georgia Southern. And he's not only a physical specimen, but a great athlete. We talked about Mahomes' interceptions on the last day. One of them was a league way, jumping up in the middle and picking off a soft Mahomes pass. Tobe has talked about him a lot. Tobe likes him. We're going to see him on special teams. I think inside linebacker is an interesting spot for the Chiefs, especially with Derek Johnson's Achilles. I think he'll be back, but to what percentage of strength we don't know. But I think we're going to see a league way play.
I agree. And when you hear Dave Tobe rave about Ukeme a league way, that means he's going to make the team, obviously. But then you also hear Bob Sutton say the same thing. He's going to be a good football player. And I got to tell you, on the hoof.
I love on the hoof.
On the hoof. Eligwe looks the part, doesn't he?
He does.
Big, solid guy. Lean, right? But strong up top. Got the body you want, but he's a runner. He can run. He can run and chase. Looks the part. Long arms. I think this is a guy I'm really looking forward to getting a better look at on tape when I can stop and rewind.
I think that's also a really important position, just sort of the 30,000-foot view for the rosters, those linebacker spots, because, Derek Johnson is a stud and a Ring of Honor guy whenever he decides to retire. But even before the Achilles injury last year, he wasn't what he was the year before. And, I know he did it once, right? And he came back and had maybe the best year of his career.
Right.
In 2000 and was that 15? Mm-hmm. But then 16, it looked like he was just maybe a half step slow. I remember in particular some plays against the Jaguars where, you thought the hole was going to get closed with DJ and God, who was the guy at the Dreads that just killed him that day?
Ivory.
Chris Ivory. And they ran for 205 yards that day, the Jags did. There were just little moments like that made you wonder. And, you're not getting younger. That's historically just a brutal injury for guys to come back from who rely on speed, especially guys to come back from who rely on speed and are of a certain age. And Derek Johnson, unfortunately, kind of checks all those boxes. So that's absolutely a position that the Chiefs want to make sure they have solid. I think that was a big reason for the KPL trade, to just, get more bodies at that position.
Well, think about run defense, though. When Derek went out, that was about the time the teams realized you could run, you can gash these guys.
You can do it. Yep.
And nobody gashed them quite like the Steelers did in the playoff. And they were trying to get it done with Ramik Wilson and Justin Marsh Lillard, and it wasn't happening.
It was Ramik and Terez.
And Terez, that's right. I'm sorry.
The run defense was embarrassing at times last year, and I thought you had a pretty good column on that as opposed to yesterday. These guys have to do a better job.
They absolutely
blocks.
do.
They got to end.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And if you want to be optimistic, there was that Raiders game, that Thursday night Raiders game at home was, 2 different halves. And, when DJ was in, they were doing really well. When he went out, the Raiders did whatever they wanted. I did look this up for that column that's online, kansascity.com. And
where is it?
kansascity.com.
Oh, okay, good.
Or newsstands. Whatever you want. There it is.
We're bringing it back.
There were 3 full games.
I know you like that. Yeah.
Little Kirk Cousins. There were 3 full games that DJ and Justin Houston played together. And in each of those 3 games, the Chiefs held their opponent to a worse rushing average than their season average. It was a cumulative 3.6 yards per carry. So they did well in those 3 games. Small sample. 2 of those teams just stunk against the run. So I don't know how much you can tell from that, but there's reason to believe that they should be better. And then I do think that Benny Logan is going to be, assuming whenever he gets back. But I do think that he's going to be a good addition.
I will tell you that prior to his sore knee, which we know with the Chiefs could mean anything.
Yes, that could be.
It could be.
That could be.
He might be in a wheelchair right now.
That's right. Probably a concussion.
Prior to that, though, he was showing that he might have pass rush juice too. Mm-hmm. I saw him in the one-on-ones. He was giving it to people as a 3-tech, getting around the edge using speed rushers. This guy's got some skill. I think he might be better than Poe. I do. I think he might be.
Yes.
I think there's something there.
Poe now,
right? Because peak Poe, 2014 Poe.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
He was ridiculous.
Sam's favorite player, of course.
Definitely Sam.
Well, him and Marcus Peters.
Well, you had one on offense and one on defense.
Yeah, you got to have that, right? That's what you want.
Exactly.
One other guy I'd like to keep an eye on, this is the bonus one. This is a guy I've been watching probably maybe a little more than you guys, Eric Murray. Mm-hmm. But the thing that caught on to me is I'm like, wow, Eric's moving pretty good. It looks like he's diagnosing. Eric Murray, of course, is a second-year player. He was a special team stalwart last year, 4th-round pick, a cornerback they took from Minnesota, who was about 5'10", 199 pounds, and was called the toughest guy on the team at Minnesota, which normally would tell you something about his teammates. But Eric, he's a football player. Just trust me when I tell you that. That guy, there's something there with him. They found something with him because he's diagnosing quickly and he's picking it up, moving from corner to safety. And I thought that was correct. Then I heard Andy Reid, without much prompting from me, I just said, how does Eric Murray look to you? And Andy gave his, he's diagnosing quickly. He's doing a real nice job. Yeah. And that's about as
effusive.
That's about as effusive as Andy Reid will get. Eric Murray is getting first-string reps with Eric Berry out in the Chiefs' dime package. That's a good sign. I think the Chiefs are pretty deep at safety. And, in fact, I'd probably put their safety core up there when healthy, but about anybody in the league. It's really strong. Yeah. And two things. We want you to start sending your questions now. We're going to have a Q&A later. And the second thing is I thought one thing that'd be fun before the season is that we should do, after the 53-man roster is set, we should do a Chiefs roster draft. We should do a roster draft.
I like that.
We got to split up the team so it'd be like me and Blair or whatever versus the other two in the A team. Right. And then we'll put the teams together and let fans vote on the best team, who will win.
It's going to be whoever gets Mahomes. That's who the fans are going to vote for. I'll tell you that right now.
There should definitely be a Mahomes tax. There should definitely be a Mahomes tax.
Right. Now we get 3 picks.
Yeah. There's got to be a Mahomes tax because clearly we'll flip a coin for who picks first. Do you guys think the first pick would be Mahomes?
No.
You sure?
Well, I mean,
if you're trying to win,
if we're playing to our audience.
If you're trying to, we're going to be competing.
If you're trying to win the fan vote,
2 and 2, we're going to be competing.
Yeah.
So you're one team against the other. We're going to try and win. We're trying to win the fan vote. That's the point. You say, who's the better team on the field? Okay, fine. We could do that too. But I think winning the fan vote might be more fun.
Well, I'm taking Mahomes first. Spoiler alert.
Just keep an eye on that. We'll do that closer to the season. All right, let's jump into our next segment, which I think is pretty fun. It's called Over-Under. And Sam, you're a specialist at this. I love your Over-Under column.
Thank you.
For every. When does that due out? When are you bringing that out?
Probably the week before the first game.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that. And we were just talking about Mahomes. I think the first category, and this was inspired by you, Blair. I mean, I'm gonna give you credit.
Just from watching practice.
Oh, and we're gonna keep score on this too. So,
SeatGeek is the easiest way to find the best deals on tickets to pretty much any live event, concerts, sports, theater, comedy, whatever you want. Download the SeatGeek app today and enter promo code SEATS to save $20 on your first purchase.
Over-under on Patrick Mahomes interceptions Friday, 1.5.
So I really enjoy that he's not going to play that much, and his number is 1.5.
Well,
you're giving him one.
He's having one because I think all of us would pick one. Right? So, where do you go, Sam?
I'm going to go under just based on volume. I'm playing a numbers game here. Okay. I don't think he's going to play long enough to throw two.
He's going to get 2 series. So will both series end in there? He's going to get 2 series unless he throws 2 picks. And then he might get a 3rd series in the 3rd quarter. I'm going over.
Okay.
Over?
I am. Yeah, I just think it's going to be a little overwhelming for him this first time.
I'm actually going to go under because I do think he'll play probably a quarter, 2 series. I'm going to go under, but he's getting that 1. You can take that to the bank. And I'm splitting difference here because Mahomes pick 6s. I got it 1.5. And
I'm pick 6s. You got
just a half.
Oh, at half, right. And I'm going to pick over on that. I think the one he has will be a pick 6. I've seen many picks. Pat has not thrown a lot of interceptions, but the ones he has thrown have gone back the other way.
Coming back.
They're going back the other way, baby. And I'm going to tell you right now, if he throws one, it's going to be over the middle with a safety or linebacker he ain't see. There you go. I'm going to go over on that. Blair?
I'm going to go over as well.
Yeah.
Yep, one
Sam?
of the 2.
All right. Here are the San Francisco 49ers quarterbacks for tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Horrible team. Matt Barkley. C.J. Beathard, who I kind of like.
Yeah.
I kind of liked him.
Yeah.
Brian Hoyer.
I kind of like him.
And Nick Mullins. So We're going to give Chiefs defensive interceptions 1.5. Where are we going?
Poor 49ers fans.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to raise that 2.5. What are we doing? Sam?
Now's not the time to mention that the 49ers have won more playoff games in the last 4 seasons than the Chiefs, is it?
While giving you their retread quarterbacks.
Should I have said that at a different time in the show? 2.5. You just raised it to 2.5. I'm going to go over.
I am too. These quarterbacks are horrendous. I'm going to go
the Chiefs are going to do some ball hawking.
Oh, yeah. You can believe that.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Over.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. Ball hawking. Okay. Who's your pick to get a Chiefs pick tomorrow?
I'm going to go with my guy.
Juice Man?
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Peters?
I feel like 2 are going to come from a linebacker.
I do too.
I think the linebacker position is going to get 2
I think so
of them.
too. I'm going 4-5.
You going 4-5?
4-5.
I am too.
Yep.
I believe in a league way. I'm going Justin Marshall-Lillard.
Okay.
Marshall-Lillard's going to get one. All right. All right. So the way the Chiefs have set up the breakdown here, Alex is supposed to get a quarter. Tyler Bray is supposed to get a quarter. Patrick Mahomes is supposed to get a quarter. And Joel Stabby is supposed to get a quarter. Now, it's going in that order. And I got to tell you, I think people are going to want to see 1-5 sling, including the coaching staff.
Right.
Especially if he has these pick sixes I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So, Joel Stabby over under half a quarter. Will he actually get a full quarter?
No, there's
no way.
He'll get one series. One series.
At the end,
Yep.
yes.
I did enjoy the other day, when was this, Monday? When the PR department, they brought out all the quarterbacks, like today's quarterback day, like everybody gets to talk to the quarterbacks. It was only the 3.
They did too. It was Joe Stabby's a very nice guy. I talked to him, but it was they went around like, does anybody want Joe Stabby?
It's crickets.
Does anybody just want Stabby? No? Okay.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that's bad. Poor guy. Okay. So one more, last one here on over under. Tyler Bray, what the F throws. I just came up with this one, so I need to set the number. There will be at least 2, so I'm gonna set it at 2.5. Where are we at here?
I'm gonna go under.
Under.
He's an experienced exhibition game quarterback now.
I'm going to go under 2. He's been a little bit better, right? Like
he's had a decent camp.
I remember, was it last year? I think it was last year. There was some, like, you're supposed to throw an end zone fade. It was obvious that was the play call, and it was just like just like velocity, right? I think.
Just no touch.
No.
Are you guys sure you want to go under?
No,
on that?
I'm not.
Yeah,
but that's where I'm betting.
I'm gonna go over. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna do it because what the F throw could be a throw in the dirt. It could be an interception. It could be somebody he didn't see. He looks at his best on deep balls, but we all know that's not going to be every throw he makes. Right. Some of these would be short to intermediate. It could be something with too much heat. So
he made like 7 in his game last year, right? That Packers game.
Oh, that's great. Let's see. Okay, Sam, you're so good at this. You got any ideas? You got any impromptu? You got any impromptu ones?
I'll come up with something.
Oh, dazzling Kareem Hunt runs. There will at least be one.
Yep.
I will say I'm gonna set it at 1. How does that sound for Vegas? 1.5.
I like it. I'm gonna go over.
And that includes a reception.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Kareem Hunt plays. Yeah. So no, actually, I'm gonna set it to 2.5.
As long as
Hunt plays.
2.5. I'll still go over. As long as included in this can be like a 5-yard run that should have been nothing.
Yeah. I like the over on this too. I do like him.
Okay. Oh, Alex Smith. Deep ball attempts. Oh, he's slinging.
Over. I don't care what this. Over.
Okay, I'm telling you there will be at least 2.
There'll be 2.
So
there'll be 2.
I'm going to set it at 2.5. I'm going to set it at 2.5. Alex Smith deep ball attempts.
The first play will be 1. So there's 1 right off the bat.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Over. Absolutely over.
Sam? Did I set that? Vegas is having a hard day. Mm-hmm. Vegas is not doing good. Vegas is struggling a little bit. Okay. Let me see. Tyreek Hill, plays.
What do you set it at?
I'm going to set it, there will be at least...
How much is he going to play?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to set it at 1.5 because
Well,
because he's a little guy. What does he have to prove?
Well,
No, he needs to play the quarter. I'm going to set it at 2.5.
well, he's going to have a punt return. He'll be they'll have the first team punt return team out there.
So I'm going to set it at 2.5. Tyreek Hill.
I'm going to go under.
You're gonna go
I don't
under.
think he's going to play that much.
I agree. I absolutely agree with that. In
I'm
fact,
going
I don't
over.
think he's going to play during the preseason a whole lot.
Why would he?
Why? Why would you do that?
I'm actually going to say over. 'Cause
Over
if he
2.5.
If he plays with Alex Smith every series, you guys are going to be like, whoa. And it's so easy for Ty to get a whoa play. It could be on a curl where he spins away from a
That's
guy
a good
and
point.
runs.
That's a good point.
So I feel good about that.
He could be on a go route where the ball doesn't come his way.
All right, so I can see this now in the press box on Friday night. You're going to have to be the judge and arbiter of this. What a woe play is, and I guess that'll depend on what you have here.
Russian judges over
That's
here.
right.
Well, you're the ones that put it in my hands.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You guys played yourselves. Because I'm not losing. I know that. All right. No, I will be completely fair.
Is that right?
Believe me. I will be completely honest, fair. You will never see a fairer judge than me. Believe me. Huge. All right. I'm trying to think of some more off the dome. Let me see.
How about 5-5s?
Ooh, 5-5?
Ooh.
5-5 celebrations. 5-5 celebrations. I don't know. I don't know if D turns it up in the preseason. I'm going to set that at 0.5.
I think he's got one in him.
You do?
I do.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I'm going
going to go under. I think we're going to. I think
I'm
he's
going to go
save
under,
it.
too.
I think he's going to save
I
it.
don't think D is turning it up.
There are not going to be enough people in the stands for him to do that. He needs 3/4 of the stadium for that.
D's going to be, I'm a primetime player. Don't worry. When season opener come against New England, 5-5 going to be ready. Definitely going under on that. Marcus Peters bringing some juice tomorrow? No way. No chance.
Don't waste it.
No,
Don't waste it in the
no.
preseason.
Gosh.
Somebody's going to have to remind him about the game. He doesn't care at all.
Oh, God. That is rich. Okay, I think we've covered, like, the interesting players. Anybody else you guys are interested in? Any other storylines you guys are interested in?
I mean, no. I mean, nothing.
We're writing.
Nothing.
We're all writing by halftime. I mean, what are we talking about?
Or
On third quarter.
in the third quarter. We're gonna have 15 writers at the game all writing about the third quarter. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I've written about this guy 51 times, like, and he hasn't played. Like, he's actually going to play. I feel like obligated to do something.
Yeah, I played myself on that one. You're right. I shouldn't even write until the third quarter. Like, nothing's gonna happen before that we care about. Let's see. All right, we're gonna take some questions now. It's our reader mail section portion of the pod / Facebook Live session, and this is from Larry McCammon, who said Damon Heward took over after Trent Green's 2006 season opening injury. God forbid, but if Alex went down in Game 1, who would you guys start, Tyler Bray or Pat Mahomes?
That's been the question that's been lingering ever since they drafted him, basically, right? If it's the first game, we're talking about Week 1, Game 1. I think it's Tyler Bray.
I do too.
There's just too much Andy Reid playbook to consume and to process for it to be Patrick Mahomes.
And Andy's been he's been so consistent about Tyler getting most of the second team reps. I mean, Mahomes barely gets them. It's really Tyler Bray.
He's gotten a few.
He's really giving
I know Mahomes got a few late in the week or late up in St. Joe, but it's been Bray, and you're right, he has been pretty insistent on it.
I think they want to protect Mahomes as much as possible, and I think that there's always a fear, I guess, if that's the right word, if you throw him in too early and it's counterproductive for the long term.
And don't you change the narrative of this team if Alex Smith goes down?
Yeah.
He probably changes anyway, but if Alex Smith goes down, you have to put Mahomes in Week 1, Week 2. Then expectations lower.
Yeah.
I think with Bray you can finesse. A couple of games, sign the Nick Foles type of player, the experienced backup. Would that happen? I don't know. But I just think it'll be Bray would be the guy if it happened early. If it happened in week 10, maybe that's different.
Yeah, I think that's when it changes. Do we think that Patrick Mahomes... Okay, I have one more over-under for you guys. Patrick Mahomes starts this year. Half game.
You're basically asking if Alex Smith's going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Or if this team gets eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah.
Early.
Yeah.
So where do you guys go on that? Pat Mahomes starts half.
I go under.
Ooh. Sam?
I think I go over just because the number of scenarios for him to start a game are greater than the number of scenarios for him to not start a game. Because it's Alex getting hurt. It's an 8-8, out of the playoffs kind of season. There's just a lot more things that can happen for him to start a game.
Well, think about
But
it.
something went wrong if he does.
Right. Well, Alex Smith has not started one game in 3 of his 4 years.
Yeah, one of those was that Week 17.
Couldn't do anything about their playoff position.
Yeah, the Chase
Daniel game.
One of them was head off the turf in Indy.
And the other one was the spleen or whatever
that's right.
Where Chase started the second time. Also, I think in San Diego.
Yeah.
I think both those Chase Daniel starts came in San Diego.
I'm going to go under. I think they'll make the playoffs this year. I think they'll have at least 10 wins. I think they'll be a good team this year. Okay. Press box on Friday. We'll get back to rear mail in a second. Press box on Friday. Over under on Whitlock-ish nicknames that we come up with along our row. I came up with another one for Clark Bunt. Whitlock was big in the wire references at the end of the thing. And there's a 1,000,000% chance if he was still here by now. Did you see The Wire?
Yeah.
Did you watch?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
1,000,000% chance he would have called him Clarketti. 1,000,000% chance he would have called him Clarketti.
In print.
Yeah. Clarketti. All right. So over under on wire references in the Whitlock voice we give on Friday. I'm going to set it at, because I know I'm doing at least 2.
I'm good for 1.
So 3. We're going to go 3.5. It depends on if Vahe and Blair chip in. So we're going to go 3.5. Sam?
I think we can get Blair for 1.
I'll chip in 1.
Here we go.
You got 2, huh?
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
1,000,000%. Okay. All right. Oh, man. Okay, here's a good question from Matthew Spencer. This is good, just based on the eye test. Guys, I want you to rank Conley, DeAnthony, Wilson, Robinson, Chesson, and the last 2, you guys, by speed. Because we all know Ty's number 1.
Right. So those 5, and not Shontavious, because I would have Shontavious probably.
Oh, let's put Shontavious on there. So 6.
I don't think I have 6.
Conley, Dat, Wilson, Robinson, Chesson, Jones. Just on pure field speed.
Huh.
I'll tell you, based on what I've seen in camp, production, and ability, I think of that group. I think Shontavious has had the best camp.
He can run.
He can run. He's got the size.
Well, this is just by speed.
But yeah, by speed.
But actually, I would go DeAnthony.
Yeah. Certainly, DeAnthony's speed is
DeAnthony's number
different.
1.
Yeah.
But now we're talking about 4. Well, and then Wilson. All right. I think I will probably go Shontavious number 2. That's just me though. Where are you at?
I agree with that, and I would put Conley 3. I think Wilson.
Field speed.
How many we got? 6? I think Wilson's 6 for me.
I'll tell you what.
I would pick Chesson 6 actually. He runs a 4.47, but I've never seen him get behind anybody.
He's made some catches, but
But he's a possession guy. He'll be an X in this league.
All these guys are possession guys.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why Jones probably should make the team with a strong camp. Mm-hmm. So now it's basically Conley, Wilson, and Robinson. Just rank them.
Man, I'll tell you, that brings up, I was looking for more from Robinson in this camp so far. There was just so much buzz about him in the off season. Had good OTAs, right? I mean, you saw him a lot in OTAs, and it hasn't been there. It just hasn't been there.
I pick him 5. So now it's Wilson and Conley. Who's faster?
I think Conley.
I think Wilson's a little faster.
I do too. So if if we're just doing the best 2 out of 3, it's DeAnthony, it's Shontavious, it's Wilson, it's Conley, it's Robinson, and Chesson in that order. That sound
Yeah, yeah.
Where are your quibbles? What would you change?
I'd have Conley higher, Wilson lower. I'd switch them basically.
Switch them. Okay, I get that. All right, I'm with that.
But I think the rest of it, Robinson, yeah.
What about that group as a whole, though, for what the Chiefs want to do at that position? And
I don't think they're. I mean, they're not good enough. Like if you rank them against the other 31, but I do think that there's a case to be made that receiver is not a position that Andy Reid feels like he needs to invest a lot into. That he can coach them up a little bit. He can take the whatever we're going to say they are 20th or 25th or whatever, and get 10th or 15th kind of production out of it.
And we've had this discussion before.
Plus, I'm sorry to interrupt, but plus the tight end is the number one.
Right. And they throw to the running back so often too. Yeah. And in Tyreek Hill, they've got the type of receiver who Andy's not had in Kansas City until last year, and we think will end up. He had 61 receptions last year. I can see him pushing 80 this year and averaging 18 to 20 yards per reception. That kind of with that kind of speed and. His hands, I've expressed this before. I didn't realize his hands were as good as they are. He can catch the ball. He can make great catches.
Contested catches.
Yep.
Tracks the ball. I've gone back a few times just to make sure I wasn't crazy, just to read the scouting report on him in the draft, and it was just not complimentary at all. It was like super fast, but that's it.
I'm glad. I'm working on a story on him for the football section, and think about this. He played at 3 different colleges. He played at Garden City Community College, at Oklahoma State, and West Alabama. He was never the leading receiver, rusher, or return guy for any of those teams because they had him do all of it, and they had another guy, to be the top receiver, top rusher. All 3 of those teams had this incredible talent, and I'm not sure they knew exactly what they had.
That West Alabama coach, I forgot his name.
He admitted it.
He's been funny about that.
Yeah,
that one was on me. He's like, I could have used him a little bit more.
But even Mike Gundy says at Oklahoma State that they probably didn't get as much out of him as they could have, and he won the Oklahoma game for him with a kickoff return.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up here. We appreciate you guys watching. Remember, go to kansascity.com for all your Chiefs news. Download our Red Zone app. Please go on iTunes. If you're listening to this via podcast, go to the iTunes store, rate and review us. That does help us, believe it or not. Thank you. We have a sponsor for the podcast now, which is good.
Beautiful.
Continue to support us. If you like what we're doing, support us, click, share it, all that. So, for Blair, for Sam, and for Vahe, who's out there kicking butt, doing a good story, I'm Terez. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. First preseason game. Football's back.
Early Saturday morning, I believe, is when this Facebook Live will be aired. It'll definitely be after dark.
Oh, yeah. And that'll be fantastic. All right. See you guys.
All right.